I wanted to begin by saying over a very Yishmaka anecdote that I saw in the Sefer Zahav Mishvah from Moshe Shmuel Shapiro about the speaking. He said that the briskes Kiyadua were mekatzrim. They kept things short. Reb David Soloveitchik, he says, by his chasana, he spoke for 7 minutes, a grand total of 7 minutes. So there was a Gavra Rabbah, doesn't name names, but he says there was a Gavra Rabbah that went over to Reb David and he said, Briskerov's son, 7 minutes by a chasana, pasnish. David didn't answer. Briskerov didn't answer. Anyways, he said it again. No, he said too short, much too short. 7 minutes. So he said it again, and the Briskerov started getting nervous. Anyways, when he said it the third time, so the Briskerov said that I was by a drasha, and I was successful in falling asleep, waking up, and determining that I didn't miss anything. So Moshe Shmuel writes that I happened to have been there at the time of when the Briskerov fell asleep, woke up, and didn't miss anything. And it was by this person that was critiquing Reb David Soloveitchik's drasha that it happened by, that he fell asleep. So the briskes could be ganz sharp.
I don't understand it. Das nicht geterrets, we machen terrets. But Meister, you don't get up. I never saw it. You be able to say more than 7 minutes.
Perfect. So
what was the terrets?
So Rabbi Shmuel has a pshat. Rabbi Shmuel has a pshat in why the briskes are concise, and I have a different pshat.
Concise more than 7 minutes. The Briskerov and safe. He's not concise. Okay, I don't need a terrorist.
Okay, we'll speak. Very not modern. Very makes a lot of sense. Okay.
I'll tell you, my father got it when it was in pre-ski.
Let's not get personal. Let's leave it. Ha'omer.
No, it's personal. It's not personal, it's personal.
Ha'omer. Piti naflu mi pi, oy maklim yodi, oy bani, koirili mi achiri, oy shetzvi efsike bederach, oy she'over nafesh mi minoi, oy shua mi smoiloi, ulefi, she'ira loi, echad me elu, oy se mi menu nichush, oy lotsa derach, oy lehaschach malacha, v'chein ha-menachashin, bechulda, ube oifis, ube koichav, v'chein ha'oimer. Talking about the halachas of being superstitious in my language, menachash, and the sugya, v'chein ha'oimer, al taschach ligvos mi meni, shachas, Umatz Shabbasi, Umatz Shchodeshi, v'chein ha'omer. Shchoi Tarnagol, Shekara ke'oiriv. Shechtis Tarnagol, last night I heard it croaking like a oiriv. Tarnagol zu Shekara ke'tarnagol aser. Someone says and does this is superstition, it's aser because it's mishum darkei ha'emoiri. Hago, v'yesh oimrim, im einoi oimer hatam, lama mitzav lishchoi ha'tarnagolos, el oimer stam, shochtu ha'tarnagolos zu, the minig was that people were superstitious, we would call them, and if they heard something that scared them, something abnormal, they would go ahead and shecht the tarnagol. So the Ramah says the minig is that they talk do it. So I state that it's awesome. So the Maril, the definitely comes and says, as long as you don't say it, but you could do it. So Chuni's B'chavin, his displeasure is very evident. Take a look at the Vilna Goyin. The Goyin says, Yesh Oimrim, Kein Kos Maril.
I woke up on the wrong side today.
Udvarov Koshin Kechoimitz L'Shinayim. As they schwer die Wörter. The Maril is Miyashiv the Minig by saying, as long as we didn't say it, nicht auf Shabbos gerät, Meg gain schmuzen wegen things to Shabbos correct. What's going on over here? It's dark Amiri, you know what a shechted, so you didn't say that I'm doing it because of that. Zok the goin lignoiv das amakim. Shad is you're fooling the Rebbein Shalom. I didn't say I said I did it because of that. No, I didn't stop and shut the bomb yet. What's going on? So the goin is chaylik.
Coincidence.
So the goin is chaylik on that. So I was thinking to myself, what's the pshat in the Maril? The Maril is doch nicht kein goin of das amakim. He's not coming to. So I thought perhaps, based on you say this from Victor Miller, who says a very important, penetrating Yisrael. He says it doesn't say that a person should be baroi ketoichoi. A lot of people are very worried being real. Wife asked him, "Do I look fat today?" She said, "Yeah, shtickle, They don't. They're very into honesty. They're very. He's up there. That's a mistake. A guy that's not supposed to be that your outward is supposed to match up to your inner world, and your outer world is supposed to reflect your inner world. It says that your toichai should be like your bari. We create with our words a world. We create a situation, and then the bari has to go ahead and follow the toichai. So a person is superstitious that my real help, okay, he's allowed to go ahead and he's worried. But when he goes ahead and it's the power of speech, he labels and he says, I'm doing this because of, I'm frightened because of this, that's where it's a chisaron of darkei ha'amoiri. You say this, we learn from this the tremendous power of speaking in a certain way, that when you say something, that's when it becomes a b'tzias. So if a person on the flip side speaks continuously positive, he doesn't complain, he never complains. I once read a book, Complaint-Free World, you know? Yeah, how you feeling? I'm feeling horrible, you gotta be open, you gotta be, no. Satois, when we speak, that's what creates our world. A person that speaks in a certain oifen, then his mitzias, his bari is created a certain his outward
creates his mitzias. Say it as it is.
So Mamela, that's the Yisayid in the Isser. So a mensch darf, you know, always to speak positively, to other people, and that in turn, I have my shvaga is very, you know, when something horrible goes on, the maximum they can get at it, it's not kishmak. It's a little not kishmak. The way we language, the way we terminology, the way we give names for certain things, so Moira the Kazakh, the person says it was gefährlich, it was horrible, and he'll tell you, beautiful day, yeah, it's not bad. Like the way we create, the way we describe things, that's part of the world that we live in. We live in a world with the sun shining and with everything is Moira, it's ganz fine. And the guy, you get a tire, a hole in your tire, it's mamish hekveld, and I'm not really talking about the shyness, I'm talking about just the strength of how we describe our experiences. So that's the way we live our experiences. A person who describes his experiences and learns to use language as a tool. So he describes the good Sachen with flowery, unbelievable emotion, and the things that are not geschmack, he turns the volume down on the emotion. He'll create as our reality. Beautiful.